Those of you that have been following me on social media during the last few months will know that I've been working on a portrait project at home in Sheffield for the Schwarzkopf Foundation, and I've been painting pictures of Brexiles. So these are all people living across the EU 27 who are British citizens who can cite Brexit as one of the key factors influencing their decision to leave the UK or to stay living abroad, or where Brexit has affected their life plans for some reason. For example, my Brexile in Malta, she's been living there a long time, but she decided to marry her German partner in order to Brexit proof herself legally. Another example is Catherine, whose family have lived in several EU countries during the last 2 decades, but they decided to settle in Denmark and not to return to the UK. So for all of my participants, I've been doing the paintings in this abstract cubist style with these really bold, bright colours. And that's because the style is really overwhelming and overpowering and disruptive and chaotic. And I think that represents some of the experiences that these people have been living through during their lives in the last few years, and this kind of sense of change and shifting identity. And that's why when I've been doing interviews with each of my participants, I've been asking them questions about their identity, about how they feel about being British versus being European, and what they miss about the UK, what they love about their new country, the process of moving, what they think of Brexit. And this has also informed the colour schemes of the paintings. And so I've asked them questions about who they are, feel about their personality. That might be the green representing an affinity with nature, or the gold representing feeling triumph from overcoming anxiety. And a lot of the paintings also have colour schemes of flags incorporated in them. For example, the Romanian flag, or down here, my LGBT participants wanted the pride flag and the gender non-binary flag incorporating in the colour scheme of the painting, because they feel that that represents something of who they are as a person. And I think that's really interesting how colour can be used to do that. But also for me, the really bright, vivid colours, they're quite overbearing, but they also remind me of the EU flags of the nation states flying alongside each other in solidarity, you know, outside the European Parliament buildings in Brussels and Strasbourg, or on the island of Ventotene, where the Manifesto for a United Europe was first written. And so I hope when I've brought all of the paintings together, it gives this sense of solidarity through a wall of Europeans and with very strong European spirit. I've still got 3 left to do, and that's Cyprus, Hungary and Lithuania. I've been slightly harder to find participants, but I'm nearly there. As well as painting these pictures, I've also been doing these interviews because I want to have a written testimony as well, explaining their reasons for leaving the UK and their experiences, their stories, because I think that stories are a really crucial way of learning and communicating with other people, and I think that Europeans can learn a lot from these people's stories, but so can Brits as well. And I'm publishing all of these online, so they're going on my blog, on my social media accounts, but I'm also collating them into a book. And there'll be the portrait alongside the written testimony for all 27 EU member states. And I'm crowdfunding a print run of that. So if you want to support the project and you want a copy of the book, then you can pledge for a copy on Crowdfunder. I'll stick a link in this video. But I'm also hoping to have the paintings displayed somewhere, and to really open up a dialogue about this really disruptive period in British and European history, and to document the experiences of some of the people that are living through this really intense period. So finally, I just want to thank everyone that has participated in the project for being part of this really moving thing for me, and I hope meaningful to other people that also feel a strong European sentiment, and the need to stand up and keep fighting for Europe, despite Brexit, despite everything that's going on.